Right, so it's a little bit later on than the last update, and I have pretty much completed the entire exhaust system now. So I think when you guys last saw it in the last update, it was probably up to about here. So now I've got the silencer in, I've got 2 quick release V-band clamps here, so I can easily take it out and pop my straight pipe in. We've got an exhaust mount there on a rubber which goes mounted up to the cab up there. We've got it goes up and over into that channel in the seat box over the chassis rail, around here, under there, and then it comes up under the body, round, and then it exits on this nice rolled tip that pops out just at the side of the truck there. So yeah, that's pretty much done now. The only thing I've got left to do now is make the straight pipe section that will go in under there where you saw where the V-band clamps are, that I can pop in to make more noise. So just got to weld it up, make put a couple more V-bands on the end, and then we are ready to test it. So you can see, guys, that really made a huge difference to the sound of the exhaust there. This silencer really does quite a lot. So yeah, this pipe is basically just, I made it exactly the same length as this silencer from flange to flange, and then we've got these quick release hand screw clamps here, and you can literally take the silencer out. There's one hanger up here that it goes through, if you guys can see that. There you go. Yeah, about 2 minutes, and you can go from really noisy to really quite quiet and civilised. So I'm just thinking that'll be handy for if I have to do a long motorway drive, or you know, if I don't want to make too much noise, then the silencer is really easy to put in. I can just carry it around in the truck, like under the back seat or something. And yeah, happy days. So before I can say the exhaust's completely done, there's still one more thing I need to do, which is wrap it. I'm at least going to do the downpipe with this exhaust wrap, especially where it goes, close to the starter motor. It's just going to keep the heat in the pipe as much as possible and help reduce the engine temperatures. So these little kits off eBay, I think that's a 15-metre roll, and it comes with a little pack of stainless steel cable ties as well. So not bad for £9. Got 2 of those. We'll see how much we can get done with it. Right, so got the downpipe off. Only takes a couple of minutes on the truck again. V-bands, awesome. Such a good idea. And we're going to try and wrap it. So, from what I've seen, it's quite a good idea to soak the wrap first. So we're going to stick it in this bucket of water, let it get a bit wet. That way you can kind of stretch it more, get it tighter around the pipe, and then when it dries, it's nice and it shrinks back and it's really tight. So that's the theory anyway. So let's give it a go. So I'm going to pop some gloves on first before I touch the stuff, because it's kind of like that fiberglass insulation, like rock wool kind of stuff, where it really makes your skin itch. So let's get these little blue inspection gloves on, doctor's inspection gloves. Right, tear into this. Yeah, you can feel it's very fibrous, you can feel the hairs. So pop that out of there. Got a little nail in there to secure it. And I'm going to try and loosen it up a little bit. In fact, I might pop that out. So chuck it in there, let it soak for a bit. So next thing I'm going to do whilst that's soaking, give the downpipe a really good degreasing with this brake cleaner, because obviously it's gathered up quite a lot of grease from being handled, been put on and off and moved around the workshop. So, and we don't want any of that grease burning off underneath the wrap, so because it could affect the wrap itself. So I've just got one tie on there just to hold the start place on. And I'm going to go in for about a 50% overlap if I can. I'll try and pull it nice and tight as I go. Apparently this stuff really works for keeping heat down, so hopefully it doesn't. The starter motor's going to last a while. I think it might be time to put another tie on there, on the bottom here, before we start going around the corner. So there you go, guys, that wasn't too bad at all. Used nearly a whole 15-metre roll on that, so I've probably still got another couple metres there, but so we've got a 50% overlap at each on each wrap, so yeah, everywhere has basically got a double layer of this stuff all over it. Yeah, we've got a couple of lock-in wraps here, just to keep it nice and tight at the very end. One on each around this bend here, just to keep it tight around the bend, and then yeah, one at the other end. Sorted. So in addition to the heat wrap, which is going to protect the starter motor from getting too blasted by the exhaust, I also got this stuff here, which is like a heat shield, a self-adhesive reflective heat shield, which I'm actually going to wrap directly onto the starter motor itself. This is this kind of stuff you get for like motorbike fairings and stuff to protect them from the exhaust, but it's just basically foam, high temperature foam with a silver front and some kind of, you know, heat-proof layer in the middle there. So yeah, there you go, guys. Probably overkill, but the starter motor now has a nice coating of heat shield stuff. It's like self-adhesive stuck on there as well, but I also used a couple of these stainless steel tie wraps as well, which were left over from the exhaust wrap. But yeah, so that combined with the exhaust wrap should keep it nice and cool. Yeah, happy days.